Muslim will agree with you that we do not approve of all this inhuman, all this torturous things that we see about transportation of animals, slaughtering of animals. In fact, you don't even know our belief in which it makes sure that we look after our environment, we look after our animals all around. We don't approve of any of that. So again, let me ask you again. Why is it that your vegan group of people so ignorant about the new discipline of neurobiology?
Because scientists laughed it out of the room. No scientists.
Which scientists laughed it out of the room? Name me some.
The whole scientific.
Name me some scientists.
There is no whole scientific community.
Exactly.
The scientific community is composed of various different scientists.
This is an argument you take seriously.
I do, yeah. Because also traditional cultures have always believed that plants have consciousness.
Someone plucking a blade of grass is the same as stabbing a puppet?
I'm not saying that it's the same.
Scientists who disregard plant neurobiology as like this is pseudoscience. Go on.
I'm not saying that it's the same, but
there you go.
Richard Dawkins, in which work?
Richard Dawkins is a joker.
Yeah, which work? Which publication? Is it an academic journal?
The God Delusion.
He doesn't talk about he talks about plant neurobiology.
He does, I don't know.
Maybe he does.
Well, you don't
so
know
now you're making up as you go along.
No, but you're just moving the goalposts.
No.
Why do we
need to name you someone?
We would appreciate when you're discussing your philosophy and to try to defend your philosophy, be honest, be a man and woman of integrity, and if you don't know, just simply say I don't know, like you did.
We can only be integrous as the person we're talking to, and you're here talking about plant suffering. How can we take that seriously?
No. Do plants feel pain?
No.
So this is where you need to go back to basics again and study all these numerous studies, research work that have been done demonstrating, yes, they can feel pain.
Even from your own worldview, you don't believe that animals and plants are
no.
Why is there a Muslim way to halal eat an animal, but no Muslim way to halal
we believe God has created us.
There is no halal
and everything else.
We say Bismillah.
Thank you.
There is.
No, but why?
Bismillah.
But why is it?
Can I ask you something? Sorry to go back. We go back to the planting again. Can I ask you something? You said about animal rights, right? We think of just about animals, but really, are you thinking about actually the rights of the human beings? When you buy a piece of meat, when you buy dairy, when you buy eggs, you know who you're paying? You're paying an industry.
Oh, you're preaching now. Stop. Firstly, every Muslim. Look.
She's making a point.
You're preaching. I know what you're preaching. But in response, what I'll say is, every Muslim will agree with you that we do not approve of all this inhuman, all this torturous things that we see about transportation of animals, slaughtering of animals. In fact, you don't even know our belief in which it makes sure that we look after our environment, we look after our animals all around. We don't approve of any of that. So without preaching.
I'm asking you a question.
Why are you shouting?
Yes, I'm just asking you a question.
Because I want people to hear me.
I can hear you, so I'm just asking you a question.
Oh, can you hear me from the back? Thank you. So I don't need to shout that loud.
Can I say something to you? If we pay think of those slaughterhouse workers, right? They work 8, 12, 10 hours on the killing floor. 10 hours of killing. They don't actually go to the bathroom. They don't have bathroom breaks. They don't have lunch breaks. So this is actually, there are some immigrants, unfortunately, they don't have a visa, they don't have a choice. So this work is done by people who don't have a choice.
But that's nothing inherent to animal slaughter.
Yeah, but
for example, do you eat chocolate?
I eat chocolate.
Okay, so you're aware of the fact that cocoa is harvested primarily by child slaves in
I don't
Congo?
eat Kit Kat. There is also fair trade chocolate, raw cacao, if you go to organic shop. But there's so many choices. You don't have to eat Kit Kat. You don't have to eat Bounty or made with dairy milk, especially enslaving the cows, right? And the cows shutting
But
the cows.
there's a more subtle argument here, isn't there? It's not just if you're talking about human rights, then you have to think about the whole food chain, not just the animal aspect of the food chain. Because the whole supply chain that we experience when we buy food in the supermarket, whether it's a plant or an animal product that we're buying, there's going to be some kind kind of exploitation of people involved, most likely.
Most non-vegan, in fact, pretty much every non-vegan who says that cares about neither. They'll buy both the animal products and the plant products that not only mass murder the animals, that exploit the humans as well.
Well, that's just a straw man. You just made this person up. I mean,
I haven't made the person up. The person is probably you.
Well, what do you mean? Where are you getting that from? Do you know me? Have we met before?
No, but I assume you say that you buy the same shit as everyone else.
Well, why do you assume that? You just have a judgmental view of people in general.
Because, I'll tell you why, every single person that I
Because I'm not a vegan, that's why. And you think I'm a lesser person.
Person I speak to at these places says,
this is how
I don't
look
buy
down
this,
upon
I buy
people.
something else. Yet here it is happening by the billion every single year.
Okay, we can all play the
who's
purity
funding
game,
this
mate,
if none of you are? Because everyone keeps telling me, this isn't me funding this.
Every single
So who
person
Do you
I spoke to
feel
today.
really sad when a lion eats a deer?
Yes.
Obviously, it's
Yes.
something sad.
Just as I feel sad when a lion rapes somebody else.
When a lion eats a deer, you feel sad.
Well, I don't like suffering.
So what is the lion going to eat?
He can only eat the deer.
What is the lion going to eat according to you?
Actually, that's a very...
Deer and zebra.
I'm not talking to you.
That's a very...
So would you feel sorry and sad when a lion eats a zebra?
Let me explain.
Yes.
Let me can speak.
No, it's a question.
Okay.
No, but it's the right question.
Okay, this is a good question.
you feel sad when I'm
It's
with a
sad
lion?
to see that, but the lion in the forest doesn't have a choice. It's either survival, right, or dying. It's sad, it's sad. Here, in 2022, we have Tesco, we have Sainsbury's, we have a brain, we can make choices, okay? We can say, okay, what do I do? Do I eat something which comes from cruelty, from torture, from enslavement? Or do I actually eat something which was not an animal before, was not a sentient being, capable of feelings? We have power, we have a choice. Okay,
So I
not to
understand your answer. So the answer that... Okay, so what I understood from what you said is this. So it is not about someone harming another animal or not. It's about exercising a choice. So for example, if you are in a desert island and two of you are there, right?
Dude, why the desert island scenario?
Wait. Let me
Not
make my
relevant.
comparison.
It's just not relevant.
Hang on. So imagine now you're in a desert island. There is nothing, no food whatsoever. Now you said you need to eat for survival, otherwise you're going to be dead. So I want to ask you this question. The only food that I can see in front of both of you is the other, because still there's a lot of nutrients in you and a lot of nutrients in you. So does that mean if you have no choice remaining, because when there's only two of you there, one should eat the other?
Excuse me, if you have no choice,
I'm giving an example.
they did it on a plane.
So can you answer the question?
Relevant to your situation.
Could you answer that?
Where do you live right now?
When you had no choice in that desert island, would you eat him? Would you eat him to live?
Why? Who cares?
Would you eat him to live? Or would you eat her to live?
If she says yes,
That's important.
Wait, if she answered yes that she would eat him, does
you would
that
eat him,
justify her eating him now? No. Because
So
it's
would
not
you
in a
eat him?
survival situation.
Yes, it doesn't change the fact.
No, what I want to know is simple. Would you eat him and would you eat her?
I tell you, if I was
I think he will eat her.
Desert island?
If I was in the cave, let's say I was a cave.
No. I'm giving you a scenario. In a desert. No. Use my particular scenario.
Our answer
You're in a
doesn't
desert
matter. Why
island.
does it matter?
You're stranded. There's no food whatsoever. There's no help coming with, dropping foods from the sky.
Mansur,
So
here's a
would
question
you
for you.
eat him?
Here's a question for you. If you went into a supermarket and there was a chicken on the shelf and there were some chickpeas on the shelf, which would you fund?
Would you eat him?
It's interesting that you can't give a straight answer.
I wouldn't eat him. Would you?
I can give a straight answer. No,
I wouldn't eat him. Would you eat him?
Why can't you give a straight answer?
Because it doesn't
Would you eat
matter.
him?
Well, then if it doesn't matter, just give an answer yes.
And why are you defending this ridiculous argument?
Nice talking
I
to
don't
you.
find it ridiculous, I
I
find
don't
it
speak to people who are insincere. I'm sorry. Please carry on talking. When it's,
I don't have nearly as
when it's a sincere question, because they're not willing to have a sincere discussion. She's answering that question.
Oh, I know.